Right. As far as injuries go, uh, Xavier Worthy is ill. He's getting better, but not ready to practice yet. And then you probably saw BJ out here today, which was great to see him standing around and watching. But again, he's not ready to go. But it's good to see him upright, right? So that's a positive thing. Other than that, it was great work. Heated up, a little bit longer practice. We had these. Herbie, how you doing, babe? Oh, good. Things ramp up. We're in this ramp up period, so we had an hour 55 today. We'll have an hour 55 tomorrow, and then the guys get a day off, and then they'll come back. Then they're in pads after that. So, and then we'll do another ramp up in the pads. So, but all in all, good day today. Both sides challenging each other, which means you're going to have improvement, right? So that was a positive. All right, time's yours.
Andy, one of the few changes we saw today was having Lucas in the game be a left guard. I just wonder what led to that decision, and what would you like to see just from that position right now as Joe recovers?
Yeah, so Andy heck does it. I mean, he mixes everybody in, and we did a little bit of that in the OTAs. And we asked the guys, listen, we're just going to play the five best. Doesn't really matter what position, so we're going to give you a chance at all of them. This is a good time to do that during this ramp-up period. So when they're not in pads, just get them familiar with those areas. Yeah.
So it seems like Pat's always liked to go downfield up here, but it seems like this year maybe a little more often. What's your advice been to him in that regard, other than go ahead and do it?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to throw to the guy that's open. We're calling kind of the same plays, Adam, but he's got guys that that's a part of their game. The best part of their game is going downfield. So he's utilizing that right now and testing it out and seeing how it works. And so far he's had some good connections there.
I know you'll have more information once pads come on, but so far, Wanye Morris, just how's he looked?
Yeah, he's doing a nice job. Yeah. Everything is kind of pass. You're not doing a ton of run in here. So, but for what we're asking him to do, he's doing a nice job.
Obviously, along those lines, Coach, you do have some competition at the left tackle position. Realistically, is there a timeline you would like to see that position settled? Because I think, like, when you think about it, this is like one of those first years where you are transitioning from Fisher to Brown to somebody.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just see how it goes. I mean, you obviously want to get the guys reps in there and all that, but you also want to make sure you get the best guy in there. And so you give them a chance to play with one another and as far as the guards and the tackles go, and see what the best match is there and how they fit together.
Is it safe to say that competition, though, tends to ramp up once the pads come on Friday?
Yeah, a lot of things ramp up there, Herbie. But yeah, that's one of them. Yep. Once you mix the pass and the run in, that's what you've got to get going here. And we don't, the run is all curved down to where it's almost just fits. So it's not quite the same.
Coach, Darius has been working with running backs and both receivers. Is playing for him to kind of be a dual threat?
Yeah, I think that's one of his strengths, is to be able to move him around. And he had some positive snaps for us at running back last year. And so I think he enjoys doing that. He's pretty multifaceted there with what he can do, and we're going to try to utilize it to the best of his abilities there. Yeah.
Hey, Andy, the league and the Players Association talking about an 18-game schedule, but it looks like it's only a matter of time. What are your thoughts on an 18-game schedule?
Yeah, whatever they decide to do, they do. I don't have much of a say on it, Adam. So if it goes 18 games, it's going. I know this year it's not going 18 games. So we're going to try to focus in on these 17 that we got and try to do the best we can.
Andy, Jawaan Taylor's going to come in here. He got off the rough start with the penalties last year, and I wonder how much you think that affected the rest of the season. And he's coming in a fresh start this year. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, he's working hard. I think he settled down that last quarter of the season there. As far as the penalties go, you started out like he did with the first game, and he got away with a couple things as far as being deep, and then he got nailed for it after that. So that's how that goes. I think he learned a good lesson last year, and it looked like he finished strong. So that was a positive, and he picking up in a good spot with the OTAs and these practices we've had up here. Yeah.
Oh, Matt, go ahead.
Coach, Isiah Pacheco, it looks like he's been just maybe getting a handful of reps early on. What's kind of the plan there for him?
Yeah, we always try to rotate guys in there, and that's what we're doing. So it's really nothing different. We're not doing anything different there. Just try to rotate them in, make sure they get their legs under them in these 4 days, and then get them going here. So.
We'll go last three, Pete, Steven, and then Jesse. Go ahead, a quick follow-up. Yeah. Not specific to Isiah, but overall, how much is the metrics that you get now as far as the sensors on the players and the data, and as far as managing them day to day and backing them off when maybe their levels are not where like Mike Frazier says that they should be?
Yeah, so that's important. We try to keep a close eye on the guys as coaches. We try to keep a close eye, trainers. Plus, you have the data that Frazier keeps track of, and between all of that, we want to make sure that we ramp them up and that we don't have the pulls. First 3 days here, that's when they're really fragile that way, those hamstrings. So we try to make sure that we mix everybody in. We've got numbers, use the numbers, and try to stay away from those pulls.
Coach, the last time us and all the fans got to see Eric Prince was last year. Year over year, behind the scenes, how have you seen him grow to maybe get some more opportunities?
Prince, you're saying?
Eric Prince.
Yeah, he's been working hard. So he's worked hard this offseason. He's a great kid, and he's getting reps now. So we'll see how that goes and how he does once we get the pads on.
We saw Reid Zamet and Remy Heelbank returning kicks, and Reid Zamet is actually kicking. Their path to make the team is a lot has to do with special teams. So what have you seen from those two guys in their effort to make this team?
Yeah, so we always tell the guys that there are 3 or 4 guys that make it because of their special teams play. And those two would probably fit into that category. They still got to do well at their position, but they're given opportunities right now to do that. Now we've got a lot of returners, so they're rotating in there. But for them, you probably say for them to make the team, they've got to be able to help out in that area. Yeah, he does okay with that. Yeah, he's kicked a few balls before, so he's got a little feel for it, and so it's not something new to him to have to do. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right, good. Thank you.
Jawaan, I wonder, there's so much talk about how Andy runs his camp and going through it the first time, what may have prepared you to maybe be better this time compared to what you went through last year?
Just showing up in even better shape than I did last year. I came in pretty good shape last year, but this year I feel like I came in even better shape. So it's definitely a lot on your body, but you got to be prepared for whatever he throws at you every day.
Anything you did to improve to be ready for this?
Yeah, I've been mainly working on bettering myself with penalties and stuff like that, making sure I'm up on the ball and different things like that. But other than that, just doing my part, helping the team win games.
You got kind of singled out last year. It looks like you are taking a different approach. How much of that was the offseason? Was just kind of rethinking, rebuilding your technique and what you
really just honing in on my technique, getting better with that, and then just making sure I'm in the playbook more. Now it's my second year going into that. I'm pretty comfortable with it. And just getting better with that overall.
How frustrating? Well, I'm sorry. I was just going to say, do you still plan on using the cadence for your jump, or are you changing that approach this year?
Not really. I've been changing it up. If you see me in practices lately, I haven't really been jumping. I've just been going on the time with Pat's cadence. So just making sure I'm doing it.
Yeah, just want to know how frustrating it was for you to get through those early weeks last year. And did you feel singled out?
I wasn't really frustrated. At the end of the day, I'm there to play football and do my job and just try to help the team win. So I wasn't really frustrated about it. Just had to keep doing my thing and just try to get better every week.
You're cemented on the right side, but you've got a good battle on the left side between Isiah and Wanya Morris. Mm-hmm. What are you seeing from those guys, and how do you help especially a guy like Isiah get acclimated in his first camp?
Those are both great guys. They're coming to work every day, and they're definitely embracing the competition. I feel like they're both going to be great players for us. So, and helping Kingsley, man, he's a great listener, and he's definitely willing to soak in anything that we give him, any coaching points. So I think he's doing well, and he's definitely meshing well in the offense.
Jawaan, when you were a young player in Jacksonville, did you have a guy kind of serve as a mentor for you, like you're maybe trying to do with those guys?
Absolutely. Brandon Linder was my center at the time. Cam Robinson was my left tackle. AJ Cam was my right guard. All those guys were year 6+ when I came in the league. So I was just soaking in everything I could soak in from the time I came in OTAs, and they definitely helped me, better myself from college coming into a pro.
What kind of advice those guys give you?
Man, it was everything. Really, how to take care of my body. That was the main thing I was asking them. Other than that, technique, I was asking Cam a lot since he was a tackle. He's been there and he's done that. So anything, man. I was asking all type of questions at the time, just being a sponge.
The league and the Players Association were talking about expanding the season to 18 games. It looks like it's only a matter of time. Do you have thoughts one way or the other about an 18-game season?
Hey, man, I love the game. So if they had another game, it is what it is. We got to go out there and get a win.
Jawaan, last season was the longest of your career going to the Super Bowl. Is there anything different that you did with your body in the offseason?
Really, man, just cardio, man. I make sure I do a lot of cardio in the off season because lifting, I do a lot of that too. But mainly just make sure I'm in shape, being able to go those long games and play a lot of plays because we throw the ball a lot here. So making sure you're in shape is always good.
Now, looking back at the decision to just come to Kansas City, how happy have you been with the way that it's worked out, even despite some of the struggles last year?
One of the best decisions I made in my life, honestly. Moving. I've lived in Florida my whole life, so moving to a different state, that was different. It was an adjustment, but I'm glad I made the decision and stepped outside my comfort zone, and we're here now.
As offensive linemen, you guys are doing the drills, but not really in it right now. You guys really look forward to getting the pads on so you can kind of, show a little bit more.
Absolutely. We definitely take a lot of pride in our work and our craft every day. I feel like Coach Heck's doing a great job with us in the meeting room and out here on the field, better in our technique. But we're definitely ready to get the pads on and get it going.
You mentioned cardio, so what are some of the things you did to try to improve your cardio in the offseason?
A lot of running, a lot of technique stuff, just doing a lot of, just 2-minute situations, a lot of scenarios like that, running plays on my own on air. Different things like that really just helped me, but mainly running, man, a lot of running.
Thanks, Jawaan. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, it's been great. The transition has been fantastic for him. Just being that player that is a leadership in the room, and just for me to allow him to keep coming out here and putting that in his ear, just keep working hard, keep finishing is the main thing.
How do you feel physically compared to the beginning of the last couple of camps you've gone through?
I feel great. Being prepared, proper preparation prevents poor performance, so just being prepared.
They talked the other day about you and taking over kind of some of the role of the guy who really gets people fired up now. Is that something that you're consciously doing, or is that just kind of part of who you are?
I'm just me as a person. Every day I come in here unsatisfied. It's getting 1% better every day, and knowing that I have to find that edge, and for me to pick something to get to it each and every day to get better at, I'm going to do it.
Isiah, how have you seen Prince work behind the scenes to come into camp even better than maybe last year?
Yes, I'm pretty sure y'all be on the media watching people's stories, so y'all know how guys work in the off season, getting prepared for moments like this. So it all comes and it feels natural.
Have you set any personal goals for yourself this year?
Yes, I'll keep them in my notebook and just keep waiting for those moments and just being prepared.
You do that before every season?
Yes, sir.
And last year did you hit your goals?
Yes, besides one of them.
Isiah, when you were a rookie, you wanted a lot of reps, and you got a lot of reps. Now you're established as a starter, you're not getting as much reps. Is there anything you have to do, differently when you have so many reps, you're trying to understand the playbook versus being the veteran, being the guy that, is not going to get as much work now compared to obviously what your workload's going to be in the regular season?
I wouldn't say that necessarily not getting as much work. If I'm not in, I'm on the sideline, repetitioning, just getting that extra rep in. Whatever you do on the sideline, it counts. Just being a guy, just being unsatisfied. It's my mindset. Just coming into this thing to this 2020, 4 or 5 camp, being unsatisfied and knowing there's a goal we have to reach. It
looks like you've come in a lot more lean than last previous years. What were some of the things you did in the offseason? Was your diet, was working out? What was it?
I say I stretched a lot and did a lot of on-field work, worked with a wide receiver coach, get more flexible, more fluent, and just being able to compete out here. Us being a player that can do anything, whatever coach allows us to do, we're going to be those type of players, and that's what it's all about: being on the field and being able to do whatever coach wants you to do.
The thought process of getting with a wide receiver coach was just kind of proving to Andy and that crew that you want him to be more involved in the passing game than previously.
For me, I let the coaches coach. I'm gonna do the plan. I'm allowed them to do their job and do my job, and whatever assignment I have, I'm gonna do it at my best.
I know you started out camp in the yellow jersey. You got the pads coming out on Friday. How much different does this camp already feel than last year? How much are you looking forward to actually having a little contact in camp this year?
I'm excited. The last time I got hit was Super Bowl, and wasn't to the best, but hey, let's do it. I'm ready, excited, and unsatisfied.
I know it's early, Isiah, but just what do you think is going to be most exciting for you about the way the whole offense works together, everybody on the field?
Oh, it's the culture. It's what we bring to the table. It's the formula.
Wait, last two. You're not done yet. You're not done yet.
You know what I'm saying? All right, go on.
That could have been a mic drop. How much are you motivated by chasing the three-peat and making history? Because that's something that has never been done before in the Super Bowl era.
Yes, during my career, never really been satisfied throughout my situations, but now we're looking to the future and being able to compete day by day and just taking it day by day, not looking to what's going on next month. I'm looking forward to what's going on tomorrow, what's in the install today, so we can get the job done.
Isiah, the NFL and the Players Association talking about expanding the season to 18 games. It seems like it's only a matter of time. Do you have thoughts one way or the other about an 18-game season?
Bring it on. Whatever y'all got, we're going to play any team, anywhere, anytime.